We better stick together, let's come whatever. We're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world. 'Cause we got love, love. I need only you here with me. You wanna get close to me, why don't you do it right now?
So today is questions and answers for newbies. If you are new here and you just happen to run into us and you happen to find me, go ahead and hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. So let's see what Lorena had. She asked a question. Do we need a porta potty or do the trucks come with a bathroom? Do you have a list of required tools to be kept on the truck by FedEx CC? Okay. A lot of teams use porta potties. Porta potty is something that is paid for by the team. If you decide you want a porta potty in your truck, then you will pay for it. 25% of the fleet at Highfield, 25% of our trucks are, there we go, bathroom trucks. And that is like the shirt, the carrot. And here's the carrot. We are a performance-based company. If you do really well and you come out here and you kick butt in one of our trucks without a bathroom, then it is very likely that you will get a bathroom truck. Depending on how, there's some teams here that are going on their third bathroom truck. This is my second. I'm probably going to die in this truck. Patrick's going to bury me in this truck. So that is the incentive for you to do great. And which I know you will. With our mentors, pretty much everybody should end up in a bathroom truck eventually. So, all right, next question. Let's move on. Super Trucker. What up, Super Trucker? Is there going to be an Expedite Expo this year? Well, let's see. Okay, there we go. Thursday, July 15th. 2021, Friday, July 16th, 2021. Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville, the largest trucking show of the year, has been canceled. Great American Trucking Show, Truck Show, August 22 and 24. It looks like they're going to go virtual. If I was a betting man, I would bet that the Expedite Expo is going to be canceled again. I think that we are into this thing into spring of, or maybe summer of next year. Dana Lord said, do I have to drive in places where it snows a lot? Do you have to drive in places where it snows? Well, do you have to drive in places where it snows? Yes, you have to drive in places where it snows. Do you have to drive when it's snowing if you think it's safe? Sure. If you don't think it's safe, then you call the carrier and you say, I don't think it's safe for me to drive. End of story. You are, at the end of the day, it's up to you. So if you're going to drive somewhere that you don't feel safe, you need to let the carrier know right away that you don't feel it's safe for you to drive any longer. Okay? Next question, my sister right here. I know you cover this, but what are the necessities other than clothes one should bring? We're going to go over here. I'm going to switch pages. And there is our YouTube channel. Under this, so if you go to any of my videos, if you go down here to the description, on every video right here, it has some things that I recommend everybody have on the truck. These are links. These are called affiliate links. This is on the back of my phone, like right here. You can see this little plate. I have a magnet and I have they're like these diamonds. And this is the one that I prefer. I like the hold strength of it. And if you go to Amazon right here, this is what it looks like. And it comes with the little plate for your phone, and this goes on your dash. I buy a few of these, and I have our keyboard mounted on that. This is the GPS that I use. The navigation, this is the TND 740. That price is pretty high. You can probably find it cheaper if you do some shopping around or go on eBay. This is the Garmin Diesel 7-inch. This has some cool features because you can talk to it. It has, you can say, hey Garmin, and it has voice command. And they make now the 8-inch tablet one, which is this one that's $600. These are listed on all my videos. This is a necessity. I think everybody should have a dash cam. I really like the Garmin dash cam. For those of you that know, dash cams are one of those things that break really, really easily. I think I have the 45, the old one. That's 109. I want to get the dash cam 65 because it comes with an app. Mine doesn't have the app. That is something that every trucker should have, and it is on you to buy. The headset that I love, all of you that have talked to me comment about how quiet it is, and they go, Frank, are you still there? Because the noise canceling on this headset is amazing. This is how it goes. You can flip it. It can be used on either side of your head. This is very, very padded right here. It has padding here. Girls do not like over-the-head headsets, but I like this one. It's big, covers the ear really well. You can wear it on either ear. And if you want to order that right there, there is the Plantrax Voyager 104. They got some places selling for $94. That's a good deal. Now, last but not least, here we go. This is something that I suggest. This is a Canon Pixma TR150 wireless mobile printer. It is pricey, okay, but it is about this big. It folds up into one piece and you throw it up in the counter and that's it. I've had this one for 5.5 years, but it works every single time. You open it up like this, and then it closes up like this. That's the whole thing. That's the whole printer. It's mobile, Bluetooth enabled. You can print right from your iPhone to it. You don't need it all the time. Very rarely do we use it, but when we do use it, it is handy. Okay, so those are the things that I have listed as far as things I think you definitely need on the truck. If you go right here on the Trucking Couple, the YouTube channel, and you see this button right here, let me zoom in for you. Playlists. See where it says playlists? There's home, video, playlists. Okay. So if you hit playlists, the playlist that I tell everybody is Expediting for Newbies. So go check out. So if you hit view full playlist, what to pack for a custom sleeper expediter, part 2, what Stephanie says you have to have, video number 3 and number 5. So these are all videos that are good for newbies. They're all great for newbies. Britain says, can you put a truck with Landstar as well as your other companies you drive for? The short answer is no. Landstar is a great company. Landstar is a great owner-operator based, maybe very small fleet. It is not a good paradigm design for larger fleets like ours. The thing on my ear is Powerbeats Pro. Powerbeats Pro, it's like AirPods, except it's made by Beats. The AirPods Pro don't fit in my ear. They fall out all the time. So I went with the Powerbeats Pro. I like that it hooks around my ear. I do like the sound. This, if I'm listening to something, loud music, things like that, then I'm listening to these. Trace, Google DOT physical near me. Look for the reviews. Look for a lot of reviews. Prices go anywhere from, I've seen them as low as $40, which is crazy. up to as much as $100. So Danny Smith drives a Western Star Lorena. All right, here we go. There is Danny's dash. No, Craig, that's only if you go to Medina and take it. It's not a specific place. That is not correct. If you go to if you're at home and you take it before you get there, uh, you can get a physical at your own place. Outside boss, how much are the classes at FedEx? The I don't know what classes you're talking about outside boss. If you're talking about orientation, there's no cost for orientation. There is something called GDP, which is good distribution practices, and that talks about airflow and refrigeration. It's FDA required class. It's $156 per driver, and it's due every 18 months, I believe, and then its renewals are cheaper. Okay. What they mean by no restrictions on your class A or B, I'm assuming automatic restrictions, but not sure. Seen this on the FedEx site. I'm not sure. An automatic restriction is okay. With us at Highfield, we only have automatics in our whole fleet. All right. Would like to know about Paradise on 18 Wheels question about what y'all do for health insurances too. Okay. I missed that question. Health insurance is one of those things you're going to have to cover yourself. Every state is different. You have to go out into the marketplace and you have to get insurance, which is tough for some people that have, like they say, they can't exclude you for a pre-existing condition. That's true. They can't exclude you for a pre-existing condition. Doesn't mean they can't charge you a whole hell of a lot more. You pay for health insurance one way or another, whether it's reduced salary or you pay out of your pocket and then you write it off as an expense. Okay, Luke Shire said that Panther does want you to use Concentra or another preferred clinic. Johnny Jones says, do you go to Canada? We do, yes. I have my passport. If you have your passport and you elect to do so, you can go to Canada and there's some good money to be made. Everything in expediting is door to door. There is no coast to coast. So everything, you never know where you're going to go. You never know where your next load is going to come from. And you never know where it's going to take you. Okay. Difference between FedEx and expediting and Panther. I've done a video on this. It's in the Expediting for Newbies. This is the question that I'm answering right now. They go away after a second. Difference is that we do white glove freight. We do our boxes are refrigerated. There's a lot more maintenance to be done on our trucks. There's a lot more regulation on our trucks. FedEx requires that we do an annual DOT every 6 months. We have to do a PM on our reefer unit every 6 months. Every 18 months, we have to do a NIST test. We have to requalify. Every 2 years, we have to do what's called a pad test, which is a 48-hour test where your truck sits and can't move. And this is things that you have to do. So as a driver, it's downtime that no, you are not paid for. It's just part of being in the white glove gig, and every driver does it. So just know that that's part of the gig and you're coming into. We make enough money that it's worth doing. Believe me. I would not have stayed for as long as I have been here if it wasn't worth the money to take out and do that. DTP TV. That is a good question. So no, you don't. I'm going to do a video on it, and there's lots of YouTube videos out there on how to use a ratchet strap, the proper way to use. Donald, absolutely not. Neither. We don't pair drivers and we do not hire solo drivers. And on my email that I send back, I say that right out of the gate. We do not do that. It's worse than setting up a blind date. You're trying to put two people in a truck that have never to live in a box and drive down the road and trust each other with each other's lives. No, we do not do it. Let me put this up there again. No, we don't do it. We don't do it. We don't pair people. We don't hire solo. We don't contract with solo drivers. Got it? Good. please provide the approximate gross income estimate for a first-year high-field expediting team, and is about the same for either FedEx or Panther. I will say that a median gross income for either side is about $50,000 a year per driver. The high is last year $67,000 per driver. So that's a big swing. Now, do we have drivers that make less? Absolutely. I think average team can easily expect to make $50,000 each, with the opportunity to make a lot. Do you get a fast card for Canon? No. Paradise. Yes, it is beneficial to get DoD clearance. Jonathan Beck, how long in general do you stay on the road for? Trying to figure out the best profitability. 6 to 8 weeks is our most profitable, and the highest paid teams stay out 6 to 8 weeks. Glad you're in California. Do your trucks have used pre-pass? Yes, we use a company called Best Pass. That is gross. You are 1099. You are going to file your own taxes. 1099. Danny is a FedEx Custom Critical driver, been a friend of mine for a long time. And yes, like he said, you can do $100,000 easy. Danny said, oh, thank you, Danny, for saying that. I hate spouting numbers like this. Going to pay roughly $6,000 to $10,000 in taxes, roughly, if you do the taxes correct. That's an average for the last 4 years at FedEx Custom Critical. Everyone's situation tax bracket is different. Very, very, very good information. Thank you, Danny. You rock. Yes, Danny and Deb kill it. Good question. Did a video on that too. If you get speeding 15 miles per hour or over, automatic disqualification. Reckless driving, automatic disqualification. Driving on somebody else's logs. There it is. That's it. Using a handheld device. Using a handheld device. You use this, that will get you DQ'd with a quickness. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Go straight to the unemployment line. Trace, good question. I don't think at all. I did a video on this also a long time ago, about 2.5 years ago. Our business is door to door. I think it's going to affect LTL and dedicated routes where they go terminal to terminal, where they can have charging. We have too many variables that are thrown into it. Also, our trucks, people who pay for these trucks, they don't like to wait. That's why they're buying the whole truck, one, and they're paying for team service. So that's why I don't think. Now, short little hauls maybe, but that's not our bread and butter. So good question. Thank you very much, Trace. Appreciate it.